There's nothing we can do as women. Why don't men just leave us alone?
Yeah.
You do not have the right to my body. And no means no. I have the right to go home regardless if you bought me KFC, Savannah's, whatever. I have the right to say no, and you should leave me alone.
In this case, when we're talking about femicide or even rape, gender-based violence also, when they are not caught, it's like you're actually showing the others that, you can actually get away with this. Yeah. Some men are surrounded by other men that condone, like,
They
funny. Yes, they think it's funny. Like, yeah, my friend, a lot has been going on.
A lot has been going on.
Let me start off with, do you feel safe going out at night as a woman in Namibia?
110% not. I even have a firearm.
And it's becoming so weird that every time, especially on Facebook, you read the Namibian, there's always something new about femicide in our country.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know what we can do besides now talking about it to really bring awareness and educate the nation on the fact that just because I come out looking a certain way, or just because I have certain preferences of how I do things, doesn't give you permission to have access to my body or harm me, And now I want to make reference to the recent, I recently read a newspaper article about, Juanita Carlos.
Yeah.
Is it Carlos? Sorry if I'm mispronouncing.
Yeah, the lady from Kidman's Whoop.
Yes. That, I don't know if I'm getting the story or if I'm telling the story accurately, but she came to Windhoek, obviously to do her business or whatever, and then ended up being murdered.
I know, right?
Yeah. And that's not the first. We have so many cases.
So many stories like that.
There is Stoffels. What happened to Stoffels? Magdalena Stoffels.
I think that case is still unresolved.
Yeah, it's unresolved. And it's becoming so weird because now when you read the comments, people always talk about or make comments such as like, but why was she out at that time? Why was she dressed like that?
It's crazy.
So I want to ask you, what do you think we should do as women at this point to really guard ourselves? Because we cannot be locked up in our houses all the time. And we don't go out as much. Like the only time we literally go out is when we go out in a group.
Yeah.
Like I cannot go out and just decide on a random night I'm going to go have a drink by myself.
At the pub.
Never.
We're not sure you're going to make it back home.
Exactly. And like, I feel like some men also don't provide that safety and security for us. So what do you think we should do as women to actually live freely in our country?
That's really crazy because they can come in your house, they can come to your school, they can come to church. It happens everywhere. Femicide has always been a worldwide issue. And just to define the word femicide, it's the killing of a woman or a girl in particular by a man and on account of her gender. So it's been happening all over the world and it's been happening for years, but it's just gotten worse now because obviously we have access to social media and people post and it's children, it's fathers. There's nothing we can do as women. We can't do anything.
Exactly.
How about men talk to each other? Why don't men just leave us alone?
Yeah.
You do not have the right to my body. And no means no. Even if we agree to meet up at a place and I change my mind, I take my bra off and I change my mind, it's still a no. I have the right to go home regardless if you bought me KFC, Savannah's, whatever. I have the right to say no and you should leave me alone.
Yeah.
But people have become so entitled. They violate your body, your privacy. There's nothing we can do as women. Even if you stay at home, they come into your home.
Exactly.
It can be your own family member, parent, it's uncles.
Yeah. Because now you read newspaper articles of a son you know,
Yes.
raping their mother, and their mother is probably like in her old age, like she's 86 years old or even older. Um, do you think some of these cases is linked to like witchcraft and things like that? Or what do you think is the root cause? Do you think that men have also not really been provided the space, you know, because it starts from a young
It
age,
does
right?
start from a young age.
And I'm looking at it now from a teacher's perspective, whereby I've noticed that boys are not really given the space to be vulnerable.
Mm.
Give me the man this.
Yeah.
Hey, don't cry. You're a boy. You know, you
Yeah.
can't. So
And you see them act out because
yes,
they're in your classroom. You see them act out.
yes,
They're so troublesome. They're violent.
exactly. So do you think that that is the root cause, the fact that men are not provided like the safe space to be vulnerable and to, or maybe trained to be able to control their emotions?
I don't know, Denichia. It's really hard to say because this happens in homes of affluent people, wealthy
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
educated people,
Mhm.
children who grew up in the churches become
Mm.
serial killers. They
Mm.
kidnap kids. It's children that grow up in the hood
Yeah.
that do not do stuff like
Yeah.
this. Is this a mental issue?
Yeah.
Are they being violated themselves? Is this learned behavior?
Yeah.
Is it too much access to the internet? Is it the company they keep? Is it the friends?
Mm.
How do we know? We don't know.
Mm.
And men don't talk. They're not emotional beings.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going on in their heads.
Mm.
But all we know is the femicide has come out of control. Imagine in
Yeah.
Namibia, a small country like ours, with that little girl. We went to the candle lighting
Mm.
of the 5-year-old girl.
Tragic. Mm.
Still now that we don't know who the perpetrator is,
Yeah.
and he's a repeat offender. He did it to another one again.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Mhm.
And you know what predators do? They'll wait for the fire to calm down and then they strike again. So people have calmed down. We're all
Yeah.
chilled. We're like, okay, rest in peace. That's it.
Yes.
But that child's family didn't move on. Those
Yeah.
kids, the families,
Mhm.
like. So what can we do? Stricter, bring back the death penalty. Is that gonna work? Is it sufficient? You can wrongfully be accused. We've seen that happen where people have pinned rape on people that really didn't do it.
Mhm.
What if we end up killing someone, innocent souls? How do we control this? The president has also visited the families of the bereaved families. What can we do? Teach our men better? Yes, maybe we should.
Mm.
Men should come together.
Wait. We didn't acknowledge our people. So
What people?
our audience. So
Oh, sorry, guys.
this topic is a really intense one,
Yeah.
and like close to our hearts,
We
you know,
got
as
carried
women.
away. Yeah.
But anyway,
Hey
welcome.
guys, welcome back to Dsquared. This is our second episode. And
Yeah.
Today's topic is really, really
And very heavy
it's
also.
very heavy. Even talking
Yeah.
about it now, I'm getting goosebumps.
Yeah.
And
And-
then what I also wanted to say is, okay, these things happen, right? We can't control it. Maybe we can. I don't know how. But then when the victims come out and speak, they
Yeah.
get shamed, right?
Yes, yes.
What were you wearing? Why
Yes.
did you follow that guy? Oh, you
Yes.
guys were drinking his Hennessy's, his Savannahs,
Yes.
and now he wanted his change.
Yes.
They say filthy things like these in the comments. And
It's the entitlement.
so hard to
thing.
read as a victim. That's why victims keep quiet.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, why are you only speaking now after 16 years? It happened when you were 12 years old. Why didn't you speak then? Because they're courageous now. They're not scared anymore.
Yeah.
The perpetrator could have been a breadwinner.
Yes. And also the fact that these people are not caught, right?
Yeah.
It also kind of shows other men, in this case, when we're talking about femicide or even rape, you know, gender-based violence also. When they are not caught, it's like you're actually showing the others that, you know, you can actually get away with this.
it.
Yeah. And some men are surrounded by other men that condone, like,
They enable
funny.
it.
Yes,
they think it's funny.
yes, they think it's funny. Like, and it's so weird how there was a day that I was having a conversation with a Yango driver, and he immediately started with the victim shaming. He was like, "Yeah, but you woman, you need to know that when the sun sets, you cannot be out." So
Says who?
exactly, in a democratic country where we're allowed to access all of these things, you know, our forefathers fought for the, you know, our freedom, and now it's like as a woman alone, I cannot freely go out and, just enjoy myself. And I feel that's why some women also have a pressure or feel the pressure of, being in a relationship just for safety.
For safety as well.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't be that way. Then they should stay indoors when it's late. They shouldn't tell us. Why would you just stop?
Yes.
Why should we go out fearful, or you warning us that, oh, after dark this would happen to you? It doesn't just only happen in the dark. It happens. Children walking home after school. There's just no safe space anymore. It keeps getting worse every day. Even teenagers are doing it to each other. They're doing it to their younger siblings. It's getting worse every day.
Yeah.
Sons to their mothers, to their grandmothers, in the villages, in the towns. It can happen anywhere.
Yeah.
For me, what upsets me most is the victim shaming.
Yeah.
I come out, I tell you this has happened to me, and people laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, what was she wearing? Okay, it happens to little boys. Because there's men that also abuse little boys.
Yeah. And women that also
Abuse little boys.
take advantage, It's really unfortunate. And one thing that I also don't understand is we do census and we are, encouraged to like register our SIM cards and, get Namibian identification, our fingerprints and all of that.
Everything.
Why does it take so long to solve these cases in our country? If our SIM cards are registered, because they say if your SIM card is not registered, it's not going to be, you won't be able to have network and all of that. Why does it take so much time for these cases to be solved? If you just run a fingerprint and we can say, oh, this is Dillish.
I know. Like I know in Okahanja when we went to the Virgil lighting of the Okahanja case.
Yeah.
When the father spoke, he said that fingerprints have been taken.
Immediately it should be scanned and
it should be on the system. The population is so small, we can have everyone's data.
Yes. So does it mean that there are people in our country that are not registered?
Oh, definitely. Oh, 100%. I believe that there are people just hiding in plain sight. It's so possible.
That is crazy. That is crazy and hard to understand. And I think we need to come to the bottom of this. And I think we need to have more conversations like this to bring awareness. And I also feel like we also need to create space for men to be able to speak about, not that I'm, condoning what they are doing or how they act out and all of that, but it's okay for you, the feelings that you have within you. Do you understand? From a young age, you can already see the traits of, psychopaths.
Yeah.
Like from a young age, you can like a boy that is beaten, but he never cries.
Yeah.
Or things are happening. His parent might have passed and he's just numb to it.
Yeah.
Those are the signs that we need to pick up. But we just like, oh, he's a man, it's okay. So I think there is now also where the Ministry of Education needs to play their role and educate more on such things, because your traditions, our cultures
are crazy. I wanted to ask you, you're a teacher, right? So
Yes.
in schools, we used to have life skills.
Yes.
Do you guys still have that?
No, we do have that. We do have life skills, and we do talk about the dangers of, especially now with mental health and things like that. We do have these discussions, but dit begin by die huis.
But some parents also can't control their kids anymore. They're struggling. They're looking to teachers to help them. They're like, ek het met hierdie kind gepraat. I don't know what to do with this girl or this boy. Like, what should we do?
Maar also with that, let me ask you, as a Oshiwambo person, when you guys have funerals, especially the men, they're not allowed to cry, because it's like a sign of weakness. Jy moet sterk wees, jy moet jou manskap wys. And there was a conversation I was having with some of my colleagues actually. We're like, nee, you can't need and even I've even noticed it, even just the bonding, not now, this is now not specifically to only the Oshiwambo culture, but
men in general.
Yeah, men in general, it's so rare to see even a grown man hug his mom,
being vulnerable,
or being, it's like jy moet like us women, we have conversations with our mom. You can even hop into in bed with your mom and have a conversation with
Chat,
your
yeah.
mom. But with a guy, it's like, you can't really.
I think it's the upbringing. They were always taught to be tough. You have to be strong. You have to be this, that. But like coming back to the funeral stuff, I've seen many guys cry at funerals, like babies. Like it just depends who they are and what type of mindset and mentality they have. But really, it comes down to mental health.
Yeah.
People should be checking their mental health. Talk to somebody if you're not comfortable, if you're having crazy thoughts. There's also things like schizophrenia that can be triggered by substance abuse. Alcohol has become such a normal thing in Namibia. After work, come on, let's go grab some beers. Let's drink this weekend. Every weekend. And you can make your brain sick.
Yeah, it's
Some
true.
chemical imbalance can just come out of nowhere and you become crazy.
You go out, you have a drink. The next day, your problems are still waiting for you.
You murder somebody. You all of these things. So substance abuse also has to be talked about in this country. And really, the women are at the burning end of the stick.
It is.
Women and children. Husbands come from the club drunk. They come beat up the wife, the kids. It's just a whole ruckus in the house. It's not safe.
And if a woman decides, okay, I've had enough, and then it always ends up in, it's either
you're not making it home, girl.
Yeah.
If I can't have you, nobody can have you.
Exactly.
They even tell you, if you leave this house, I'm going to kill you. It's so crazy, guys.
But yeah, I'm really happy that we're having this conversation because I feel like victim shaming should stop.
It should.
We should allow women to be themselves and to live freely in the country. Like, if you, like, there was even a case whereby, okay, a situation, a scenario whereby, you go out and then a guy asks you, like, are you single? And then you're saying, yes, I'm single. And then automatically he feels like he needs to be your savior now.
Yeah.
Like, being single is not acceptable.
It's not normal.
taboo. Like, okay, no, it's okay. I will be with you.
Like,
No, who told you?
Who told you? I'm okay.
Yes.
I'm trying.
Yeah, exactly.
But it also comes down to entitlement. And the victim shaming should stop. What was she wearing? Oh, yeah, Jalat mos geniet. You were eating his money, so he can do that. No, you can't.
Yeah. That doesn't give you the
What
right.
you offer me.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I have to pay you back with my body.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you have access to me. You can't hit me. You can't take advantage of me. And like we saw it earlier on, that it has happened to many girls, boys, where they say that they've been abused as children, but they never told their parents because they're scared of the person who did it to them.
Yeah, it's true. But also, I've noticed that when men talk about their mental health, they are not taken seriously, especially by the male group.
Especially when like, bra,
Yeah,
man.
I-
Guys, don't put
But
come on,
it-
drunk
yeah,
man.
exactly,
Like,
exactly.
los de or they make fun of him. Come on, hey, mas come on, base. Malcolm.
Yeah.
It's not funny. But really, kudos to the men who go out and speak about it and say, I need help. I'm having these thoughts and I think I did something wrong. They are.
Yeah.
And there are men who call them out as well. On social media, they finish each other. That you are just pathetic.
Yeah. And I feel like the first sign of overcoming something is admitting that you have a problem.
Yeah.
You need to admit that something is not okay. It's not normal for you to be drinking every weekend.
No, it's not.
It's not normal for you to be coming late. It's not normal for you always to be angry. It's not normal for all of the cycles,
And just telling people, well, that's just how I am. Or that's just how I talk. No, it's not normal.
And it's kind of weird to see like grown men always out, always.
Yeah. And these are people that used to have potential and then you just see them wither away. They're just becoming waste.
Yeah.
So we want our men to do better.
Yeah.
No more victim shaming. If you've been abused, if something happened to you, speak up.
Yeah.
And I like how people go on social media and they call out their predators, perpetrators. They go talk about it. They're like, this guy did this to me. Name and shame them. Stop blurring their faces. Stop hiding their faces. Name and shame them. Go to the police. Get some help.
Yeah, because you could be saving someone else.
You could be saving someone else.
Because they don't stop.
Yes, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
They get away with it. They get the thrill.
Yeah.
They're like, now do it. Now go to the vulnerable ones, the little children, the grandmothers, etc., etc. So
yeah. And I also feel like really our police should also pull up their socks in.
Justice system.
I don't know whatever's happening there, but We need to see some of these cases being solved.
But I see that they said they're gonna have a register for offenders list for sex offenders.
That'll be amazing.
That will be amazing. Then
That
you
will be
know
amazing.
where they live. Are they in your community, in your street? Before you employ them, all of these things.
Yeah.
I think we need that, really.
And now what about people that are also being abused by breadwinners?
Yeah.
You know, we have a lot of cases like that as well, where they're scared to speak out because if I speak out, then I'm losing this comfort that I'm having.
Comfort, or he's paying our house, or he's paying my varsity fees, and now I go tell my mother.
Is it in the States that they have like the safe houses for, you know,
victims where they can,
where they can
shelter them, get help,
shelter,
rehabilitation.
Yes, maybe we need to also develop institutions like that where women
slow and steady. I think we'll go there, and I'm really proud of our president. It looks like she's putting her foot down. Like she's cleaning house. She's doing a good job. I never doubted her, so we're very happy. And yeah,
I think things are going to get better. But for now, I think we should just keep on talking about it, bring awareness to it, and also like talk to our brothers to just, you know,
and men should hold their friends accountable. You did what? You hit your girlfriend in front of us? No. Remember the time when we were in high school and we went to Palkies and this girl stole the car at their house and then they picked us up and we went and her brother just came out of nowhere and started hitting her?
Yeah.
And then the boys from our high school hit him back.
Beat him up bad.
They beat him up because they were like, you're not going to hit a woman in front of us.
And we don't see that anymore.
But back
like
then,
people are like, it's their story. We're not going to get involved. What did she do?
A crowd thing. Yeah. People are like,
yeah.
If everyone starts attacking, people attack. If people stay away, it's also just fear.
Yeah. But I think you should also just have that thing in you to be like, I'm not going to I'm not going to stand and watch a man beat a woman. You understand? Or even women can also like,
definitely. Breaking property.
Like violence is just a big no-no.
Violence is a big no-no. Yes. It's happening amongst teenagers also. They have gang fights and stuff like that.
They do.
But we can control it. Namibia is going to get better.
Yeah.
I know.
I trust that.
Our population is too tiny to mess up like that. We just need the justice system to tighten up a bit. Police to really, if I tell you this guy hit me, do not allow him to get bail.
Yeah.
Let them stay there. Yeah. So.
And I've also heard of like cases whereby a man goes and reports a woman. And the police officers kind of like just rub it, like
they laugh at him.
There's no way that you abuse for kind of romance, you know.
Which is so wrong. Because not every man is violent.
Exactly. Not every man. Some men can really be like, listen here, I want to walk away from the situation and they get attacked.
Yeah.
I'm glad we made it a point to really talk about this. There could have been so many things that we could have talked about, but this was really a priority. Was to bring awareness to this and just to, you know, help bring Namibia back to where it was.
One of the safest countries in Africa.
Yes.
We have to make it number one safest country in Africa.
You know, back in the day, we could walk at night.
We used to go to school and come back.
But now it's like there's no way. But I'm glad that we're having these conversations.
I'm happy, and hopefully victims can speak up without feeling shameful or embarrassed, regardless of what this perpetrator is doing for you, your family, your siblings. It doesn't matter. Speak up. Abuse is abuse. There's lines you can call to speak to somebody. We're going to put it in the caption anyways. And that's it.
And please speak out. If someone is hurting you, abusing you, and you know, especially for the young women and for the young men that feel like there's no safe space, or you know, they're afraid of being judged, because nowadays it's most uncool to be going through things like that. But you need to speak up, because you're not speaking up for just yourself, you're speaking on behalf of many. You know, we need to be brave and we need to clean house.
We need to clean house, and this goes for married women as well. They're like, oh, it's shameful. I just got married last year. This man is beating me up, abusing me, financially abusing me. You can leave.
Yeah.
You don't need to stay. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. I promise you, we'd rather have you come back home alive than in a coffin.
Yeah.
It's never too late to leave, and there's nothing shameful about leaving. And please, let's stop the victim shaming.
Great.
Okay, guys, and that was another episode of Dsquared. See you guys next time.